This is the finale, and you're gonna whisper?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I hate this load screen. Anyway, no. Gene
Anyway,
Gadget.
Gene Gadget. I really like this stage. Like the design.
What's this? Sega Saturn gameplay? This can't be.
Hey!
Well, it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, you know. you guys like my recording on the Hop Hog?
Yeah. I'm glad you finally took my advice. You did something good.
Yeah, I know. It looks really good. However, we're gonna go back to the Genesis version.
Okay.
Oh, freaking god.
Actually, I was liking the look of the Saturn version there, but
Yeah, the Saturn version looks way better.
Why'd you go
I'm
back?
surprised. Why'd you go back?
Better soundtrack.
Yeah, okay. Got me there.
Yeah, the only reason better soundtrack. Which
Yeah, I
is,
did
really
like
Why
that.
do I even bother with these playthroughs anymore?
These guys don't do it my way, so I don't care about it.
Remember, King. Exposure.
Exposure? You talk? Oh yeah.
Anyway, Gene Gadget, Act 1 isn't too bad. Act 2 is the one that sucks.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I do really like the aesthetics.
I like Act 2, the aesthetics of Act 2. It's more spacey and sci-fi and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Though
so-
the Saturn did have better aesthetics.
You know, the Saturn version looks superior in just about every way. However, in some stages, I will say the Genesis version looks better.
I have a question.
Hmm?
If you were never going to use if you weren't going to stick with the Saturn version, why show it off at the beginning?
Yeah, because load times.
Low times? Why would
What's
you
that
want
got
to
to
show
do
off
with
a
anything?
low time?
To show off what people are missing on the Saturn version.
Why
makes no
would you want to
sense.
do that?
Because you like Saturn version, King. I did that
Trolling
I do that just to make you suffer.
Jeez.
Buddy, you've done that too many times this playthrough. I will admit it's actually frustrating me.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, well,
Why? You guys want to actually truth? Why I inserted Sega Saturn clips?
why?
Because those are the only clips in the Sega Saturn version where I didn't f up.
Jeez.
The Saturn version's that hard?
No.
Oh. I have to
Well-
admit, though, I am a fan of this stage.
I like the Act 2 version more, but this one's
Uh,
alright.
Yeah, Act 2 is it's a BS level for a simple reason, but you know, it's to be expected this late in the game, so I'm not gonna give it too much flack.
Look at these pre-rendered graphics.
So good.
No, if it's pre-rendered and good, then this game wouldn't suck.
Mm,
it does
not
suck.
so bad. I mean, I've seen worse.
Pre-renders are game.
Rare.
No, I mean, I don't mind pre-render. I mean, like, I played Myst when I was a kid.
You also play Victor Man.
Well, here's the thing.
No, I
Even
didn't
if
play
a
Vector Man.
pre-rendered game,
If
I will admit that the Donkey Kong Country games, as much as I like Rare, they're I don't know.
Okay,
Just
take that
don't-
back. I did play Vector Man 2, but I got lost.
Too
I
dark.
got lost on the first stage.
So, I got tired of playing.
Got tired because you couldn't see where it was going.
Yeah, it's so dark. I mean, like, you know what I like about playing a video game? Being able to see where I'm going.
It's actually funny, Sketch, because me and King, we were playing Victor Man 2 recently, and I actually brought up mention about some lighting effects in the first two stages, but I'll show that off during when we get to Victor Man 2. I'll show that off
Oh boy.
When are you doing you Vector Man 2?
for the channel's anniversary. Now we come to
yeah.
the BS level, and
It'll be January of next year.
Yeah,
Because we have.
No, we started
far-
January?
Yeah, as far as I know, we officially kicked off in January.
and it is currently March.
Yeah, so it's only been a few months, and, we're doing pretty good so far.
We developed a bond. Not that deep of a bond, I swear I wouldn't dodge a bullet for you. Or take a bullet for you. But, you know.
I don't care about you that much, guys. You know, I like
Yeah.
you. Not that much.
You're bros, but you're not bro. I'm just kidding.
We'll see what it's like, you know, further down the road. What it's like.
See
in a
you
few-
all
a
in
year or so.
2020.
I was about to make the same mistake as you can get in a loop right there. And now we're coming up to the BS part. This
BS?
part. It's not BS if, you know, the controls didn't suck, but, you know, I suck.
Well, you can always just jump cut, man.
You'll find out you'll find out sooner or later if I do or don't.
Oh boy.
And I missed the flicky, so, you know, I gotta go up the long way.
I will admit, this part is a bit BS.
Yeah. I got the pity flicky, though.
The pity flicky.
That's a good name for it. You messed up. Here's a flicky.
Like, oh, man, you suck. Here you go.
And it was the purple one, too.
Oh,
Jeez.
F you, game. F you, game.
You get the drunk one.
Ah. Here.
Go home, game. You're drunk.
I knew it.
No wonder I like this game. It makes me feel pity.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it makes you feel drunk.
Ah, sometimes. Anyway, I will. If you guys pay close attention to my ring count,
Why?
jump cut. That's why.
Where?
I skipped the BS part so I can get to the actual part of the stage.
Wait, I have a question.
What's up?
Did you have all of the flickies before you went through that area?
Yeah.
I only saw 2. I was thinking, okay, so where's
That
the
where
other
the jump
3?
cut was?
It was when I went through the ring.
Hmm.
Because at first I only had 2 flickies. But, spoiler alert, this level took me too long to beat.
Yeah. Guess we'll see.
I gotta
that.
admit, that was a nicely disguised jump cut, because I certainly didn't notice. I was just thinking back, I was like, wait, he only had 2 flickies. He didn't collect the others. How'd he do that?
Oh, this guy's breaking the game! This poor sport, stop breaking the game.
He had
Meta
to
the
cheat.
game breaker.
I knew it.
I hate this part.
It's not that bad. It's
Yeah.
not Lance Soccer bad.
Is that a jump cut right there?
Nope.
Oh, I guess it seemed like it glitched out or something on me.
Also, the blue shield is an electric shield. I meant to say that in part 1, but I forgot.
So
You
what?
don't really know that till this stage.
Yeah,
That's actually kind of a weird design. Oh, here's a shield with an ability that you what?
Oh, there's a jump cut.
Here's a shield with an ability that you won't see until near the end of the game.
Yeah, but the blue shield has this one inconsistent ability, and that is that sometimes it can protect you from turret bullets, and sometimes it doesn't. It's like, dude, pick a side.
Protection? Yeah, we're a bit picky on that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But it's like,
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
Yeah,
You didn't see
yeah,
that.
You guys can probably
Too
tell.
long.
I really don't like this stage.
Too long.
Gene Gadget.
And now we come to, in my opinion, my favorite boss battle in the entire game.
I actually
actually
didn't
love
like
this
this one
game.
because of the control.
Now King will keep count if I get wrecked or not. But judging by me just saying it's my favorite boss, I kind of just said if I got wrecked or not.
Maybe.
I will
Is
admit,
it-
I actually kind of like the concept of this boss. Just,
Sonic Colors before it's Sonic Colors, how could this be?
I wasn't referencing colors, but okay.
Oh, okay.
The thing is,
Where does
as I
colors
mentioned
come in?
before, in my opinion, the best bosses are the ones that kind of use the
moving.
concepts of the character. For example, in let's take
Sonic
in
Advance
Sonic
2.
Adventure.
Sonic Advance 2.
Well, no, I was gonna say other cases that weren't like Sonic.
Advance 2.
I was gonna say Adventure. I said
Oh,
not like Sonic. Advance 2 is all Sonic. All the characters play like Sonic.
You know what, King? This is actually an improved sketch. You know what? This is actually an improved version of the Sonic CD boss in Quadrix.
Quartz.
Hey, that boss is cool.
You mean that treadmill boss?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
What do you mean you guess? You know it's true.
This isn't one of Sketch's most
I
fun
wouldn't
bosses.
say it's better because I don't like the controls.
I meant a concept and confrontation, not controls.
In concept, yeah, sure. Concept's better. It is more of a, challenge, or you're actually doing something. You're not just running and, LOL, it's dead.
Hey, that's cool.
I don't know about that.
Now
Man.
we come to the final zone, and it's actually that's actually hilarious. Eggman's base is a giant egg.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense. You'd think all of his stuff is egg themed.
Well, his name's not Eggman.
Not in the U.S. yet. And now we come to Panic Puppet. This is the last
Wait.
stage with Flickies.
Puppet Panic.
What's Eggman's actual name?
Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
I didn't think he actually used Ivo in the
Well-
game.
Think about it. Gerald Robotnik.
I know Gerald has a name, but Eggman's we never actually heard in the games. We heard Gerald's in the games.
Could be Avi Kintobor.
We don't bring that kind of stuff.
Actually, in SA2, if you play the beginning cutscene for Dark and then leave the stage, he does Eggman does say his whole name,
What's his name?
Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
I don't remember him ever saying Ivo. I gotta look through that. And I beat an Adventure 2 many times.
I will say, because of Gerald, it does shut down any speculation of Avi Kintobor being in the main games. Because if it was, then Gerald's last name would be Kintobor, not Robotnik.
So, I was confused on that because I remember I asked this question a while back, but someone said Eggman Robotnik. I was thinking, wait, I thought his name wasn't Eggman, and that it was just like a name that Sonic and them called him, and they just at least that's what Sega told me, or someone told me.
Well, Sonic Adventure implied that Eggman was just a nickname, but apparently Robotnik just kind of rolled with it.
No, at the end of Sonic
Yeah, he
Adventure,
just rolled with it. So it's like if he rolled with it,
I guess he
just
took a
rolled
strange
with it,
liking
then
to it.
That's not his
yeah,
real name.
he's like, well, you know what? What do you think he got the lyrics for the song? I am the Eggman. Like, I am Eggman. I am the Eggman. I am the Eggman. I am the only Eggman.
I am the
Or
Robotnik.
just-
Doesn't sound as cool, I will admit.
That or just take Sonic Generations. It's Dr. Robotnik. No one calls me that anymore.
A jump cut.
Okay.
I remember seeing a funny video on that.
Yeah, as you guys can tell, I did a lot of jump cuts, like there.
I will say I didn't care for this
Stage
stage.
is easy, man. There's not even any enemies here. How do you screw up?
Actually, all the enemies in Panic Puppet are the most threatening the game has.
I thought it was Puppet Panic.
I call whatever I want. PP. There you go.
Yeah.
And
No
I've
need no
been-
PP on Sonic.
How about no?
Exactly.
Why are we talking about P in a Sonic playthrough?
Well,
Yes.
What I thought you said you weren't using it anymore. You lied.
That was the last time I actually used it.
so anyway.
I love how when you get an invincibility, they put you on the treadmill.
What's the
As soon as you
point?
get invincibility, you can't. And it goes.
And there
as soon as
goes.
You run into an enemy.
See,
Yeah,
there are enemies in this stage. I didn't like this stage because of that. The enemies are pointless.
Nope. Well, you know, because I'm gonna go into a little backstory here. Sonic was going so fast in Eggman's plans in this game that Eggman had no time to prepare for the flickies. So naturally, he needs to bring out his his out of date robots. Like, oh f, Sonic's coming here too fast. And this also implied that in the beginning cutscene, Sonic says that the flickies are his friends. So Sonic has a little personal vendetta in this game.
We're talking about all of Sonic's animal friends or his friends. That's what they're called, animal friends.
Well, okay. Bring it like this. Sonic went to go liberate Tiny Planet because, well, Robotnik, and Sonic really doesn't have a connection with Little Planet. The Flickies, Sonic seems to have a connection with the Flickies.
But what about in Sonic 1 where, you had to rescue his friends from those stingy machine thingies or whatever there?
Do you know any of his friends' names? They don't even interact in the game. At least in this
They
game.
don't have names, but none of the Flickies in this one do either.
Meditine,
but they actually do interact with Sonic.
Meditine, you just asked if we know any of the names of his friends. How about Tails?
I meant at Sonic 1.
Knuckles?
Knuckles
He said in
Hey,
Sonic 1.
Hey, look, we're inside Robotnik.
Sketch trying to avoid the topic altogether.
No, I just wanted to point that out. But anyway, Sonic 1, No.
Anyway, jump cut.
Was that
And if you
part
guys are
that
wondering, okay, for those guys who actually play this stage, that was the most useless jump cut in this entire game. Like this jump cut right here.
There's a jump cut.
Okay.
There it is.
Yep.
Anyway.
hard?
I
Thing's
will
just
say,
it's just shooting.
I will say that I did mess up because not right here, but when we get to it, you're gonna notice something. And when you notice it, you're gonna say, "Meta, why'd you do this?"
Man, why did you do this? I say that a lot. What are you talking about?
Hey, shut up.
Gotta love this stage. Eggman's like the big brother.
Well, time to pick Eggman's nose.
Yeah, that's kind of.
That just
Why is that an entry? Why does Eggman have that as his entrance?
Now if you don't have all the Chaos Emeralds, this is the final boss. And what the hell happened to my video?
it's like a moment of if you smell what the Robotnik.
And I died.
Okay. You die like that. You go ahead. You die.
And I died
You die
again.
again, mate.
Okay.
That's 2 deaths. You know, on the same goddamn boss battle, on the same goddamn arm. It's like, I'm not even trying.
No,
Is
you're
this
not
where you get your
trying.
game over?
I thought I did show off the game over screen.
No, you didn't.
Oh well. Oh well. Well, I'll show off another screen in the same part, so you know you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, goody.
So you know this Eggman fight has 3 phases. Nothing extreme. Kind of
I
sucks.
don't like any of them.
Yeah.
I
don't
hate the
like-
second phase the most.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I actually would have thought that the Gene Gadget boss should have been this boss. Well, you know, just nothing too extreme.
I don't know. If it's a 3 phase, I don't think it should have gone to Gene Gadget.
Well, at least the Gene Gadget boss was, you know, something interesting. These next 3 phases all relate to this phase. It's boring.
Yeah.
Why do you keep getting hit by the thing? It's so easy to dodge.
Well, I'm just playing the game. I was so exhausted, I got tired. And there goes one arm. Oh, and spoiler alert, I don't die anymore.
Okay.
Well, at least not during this boss battle.
If you say so.
Right. I told you, everyone, that Meta's play skills are worse.
Hey, you suck.
Where's my money, it's Sketch?
I didn't bet you anything.
Man.
Yeah, here you go. I give you 50 in magic bucks.
You can take your claims and shove them straight up your.
Nah,
now we
I don't
come-
think I would want to do that.
Now we come to the final boss phase. But I will be perfectly honest. For the actual final boss, this is rather subtle in a terrible way.
This is the final boss?
No, like for subtlety for the final boss, it's pretty terrible.
Mm.
I
Hate
don't know
this
what-
phase.
I don't know what happened there, but you know.
This is not even that hard. You just gotta keep running, but don't run into the thingies. Always run on the outer edges.
What do you think I'm doing now?
Getting hit? Dying?
Yeah, shut up. You know, so yeah, just run past side to side, hit Eggman on the side, and you know, and then he'll go down. Actually, it doesn't matter what side you hit him on. Either way, if you hit him on one side, you're gonna break either arm. But this is only for the fire phase.
Jeez.
The other... Now we come to the last phase of this boss.
Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, and I was contemplating
Literally.
This
I was
one's funny to me.
Yeah.
You just to dodge this one, all you gotta do
Blue
is just stay in the corner and keep
balls.
jumping.
Hey Sonic, would you like some balls?
This is where we learn Eggman has blue balls.
Ah,
Here at
that's-
Visionary Voltage, we're not the most mature bunch.
I think Comic Zone had kind of exposed that.
Oh no, in the Comic Zone, I was a pretty mature guy.
Says you.
According
You
to
wouldn't
that,
stop complaining about the game's mechanics.
Hey, that game
Okay.
was cheap.
I
Well-
suppose you're right, but like still, you wouldn't shut up about it.
When you punch a box, you lose health.
Well, it's a
What is-
very hard box.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that.
Why would the game be realistic when you're in a comic?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
I died. Hey,
oh,
look, the game over screen, and I'm back to this boss.
that sure was a game over screen.
Yeah, I didn't even get to see it. You said you showed it off. You didn't even do that right.
Yeah.
Oh well. Also,
Who
for those
has
of you
time
guys,
for game over screens?
also for those of you guys who are curious, the game over tune is reused from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah.
They can make all these different tunes. They can make 2 versions with different soundtracks, but they couldn't for the game over screen. They're like, oh, we forgot about that.
Yeah.
I already said how much I love this theme, but god dang, I love this theme. God dang, it's so great.
Okay.
Best
Jeez.
segment theme. Best segment
It's
theme
not
ever.
that good, mate.
Stop.
Time to masturbate. Ah.
I was hoping to avoid the fapping.
I must repeat again, at a visionary voltage.
Meta, that
Cheer,
arm is
we are
down. Past meta. Pay attention.
If only we can go back into the past.
Yeah, no, right.
Hey, you did it!
Tell Meta how to
And
deal with
that's
these
the
blue balls.
boss.
Tell Meta to get good. Actually, we can tell him now. Meta, next time get good.
So
How about you? Shut up.
I would when you improve.
So anyway,
And I-
it's bad
and-
cutscene time.
And like I said, I didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds, so here's the bad ending.
Okay.
I got some Sonic CD flashbacks with her. As long as I have this final weapon, I can conquer the world anytime. See you again, Sonic. Meanwhile, on 3D Blast, for the
Meanwhile, on the game more point. What the? Really have to point that out?
yep, that grin.
Whatever.
Sega Saturn version, it looks like Eggman has some Chaos Emeralds.
Those are Chaos Emeralds.
Those
Yeah.
don't look like the ones you got in a special stage.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
gotta resort to cheats?
Well, actually, a
Sounds
little
about
fun fact. If you actually beat the game once, one playthrough through, if you push start and you push A or B, you get to skip stages. So, as you can imagine, I didn't do that.
Anyway, I don't like this boss.
It is not a very good
It's
final boss for me.
tedious.
It goes
Yeah.
on and on.
Yeah, in terms of Genesis Age, this is the worst Sonic final boss. I mean,
Actually, in Genesis Age, the worst final boss is the CD final boss. You see how... I mean, this one
Yeah.
can drag, but at least this one is actually, I guess, a somewhat kind of, maybe not really decent final boss. And in CD, that boss that you fight, and at least use that term loosely, is not a real final boss.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah. Sonic CD has that, but here's the thing. With at least Sonic CD, they were trying to, the bosses were an afterthought, but at least they did their best to make the bosses feel organic enough so you can differentiate which boss could do what but the Sonic CD final boss, while it was, pathetically easy, it was, in the beginning, it was a threat because you couldn't hit him at all. This
But
boss...
that's not very good design. You shouldn't
Yeah,
have a
it's-
boss where you gotta take a hit to hit it.
Yeah.
That's not how final bosses work.
Random
that's
no,
not-
but for some reason I find the sound effect when the hands land on the ground, like throughout the game, I've always found that sound effect satisfying.
What do you mean when they...
No, when they like hit the ground.
Oh,
Oh yeah! If you guys didn't notice, this game uses some stock sound effects.
Yeah. Well, from Sonic 3.
Yeah.
what's so satisfying about the sound?
I don't know, just the way it is.
Yeah, because it sounds powerful.
Yeah.
I will give this boss though, for the last Sonic game on the Genesis, this boss really does this boss actually feels kind of different from all the other Eggman final bosses.
It
it has a
definitely
bunch
is
of different
unique,
phases.
I'll give it that.
Well, a whole bunch of phases, no.
I'm actually just a bit confused as to why. I mean, my disappointing thing is, why did you need all the Chaos Emeralds for this? You're not Supersonic.
Yeah, no, right?
Well, here's
What's
the
the point
thing.
of all the Chaos Emeralds? They don't do anything.
This really feels like it was not meant to be a Sonic game, in my opinion.
It was just flicky, but in 3D, and they put Sonic on it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, no, I'm not gonna say that because there were some things about this boss that I do like. For one thing, there's a major difference here. It's shown in the Sega Saturn version. Sega Saturn version, the background for this place is just a whole bunch of mechanical stuff, which is boring.
Actually, I
And-
do kind of like the Genesis version more. It looks more mystical, I suppose.
Yeah.
Where are you?
The final, it's where you're supposed to be though. What the game doesn't imply in any cutscenes, but it implies it in the Sega Saturn good ending and bad ending, is that you're in void of the ring. You know that ring you've been going through this entire game? Yeah, and apparently it's this black void.
Wait, we're in what?
You're in the rings?
The void?
Yeah, in between the rings.
The void.
Yeah, you're...
I didn't even know, Eggman even traveled through those.
Well, I mean, if you look closely, you can see X-Death laughing in the background.
So...
Get your FF5 reference out of here. We don't need Pook.
what do you mean?
Pook would love that reference.
He barely commentates anyway.
Well, we've only been able to do one game with him, so...
Yeah. But one more thing is that this final boss thing, it doesn't feel really threatening, but it feels kind of magical.
I mean, it's a fine boss. It's just not a good Sonic boss.
Well, the floor is sparkly.
Yeah.
I just wish it was Supersonic or something. They could have just got a sprite and made it yellow and maybe changed the clothes up. And
well, King, then you have another problem. Because Supersonic and Sonic history up to this point has only been seen to be taken on big threat final bosses.
I mean, this isn't a big threat final boss.
It's a final boss. It's a final boss, but it's not a big threat.
Well, here's the thing. Then why did you need the ring? Why did you need the Chaos Emeralds then?
Because.
Yeah.
Because
reasons.
And like that
Sonic giving me answers, but it's creating more questions that none of you answer.
And like that, Sonic leaves Eggman in the void.
Again. You'd think Eggman has a personal... Really?
That's actually kind of funny.
Oh, that's the only grin Sonic gives.
Because Sonic's totally he's all... Wait a minute, you see that grin in almost every Sonic game.
I was gonna say, he's been giving that grin for ages.
He still has it now. Have you seen that's... if you get Sonic, Adventure 2, look at the case. Hey, look how nice. He has
Sonic's leaving hell into heaven.
Awesome, that's what it is.
Okay. I wish that green flick would stayed in there. That stupid grin.
I
wish they kind of kept that. I wish they kind of kept the whole concept of Sonic able to get between places through the rings.
Too bad, Flickies only.
Wait. I have a question.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Sonic, that's on Flicky Island. How did Sonic get there?
He ran along. Island. And that's Sonic 3D Blast. Final thoughts, King.
Why ask my thoughts? This isn't the Saturn version, so
F you then. God dang scrub. Sketch, your final thoughts.
This isn't the PC version.
No, you're both gay.
I'm kidding. Oh boy, my thoughts. First off, soundtrack. Soundtrack. There's a reason it was in Sonic Adventure 1. It's a good soundtrack. Other than that, it's nice and colorful, which is good. It's not really boring. The Saturn version made a couple levels, like Rusty Ruins, a bit more boring.
What?
It looks nice. But in the end, I don't like this game. The controls are very awkward. It feels very slippery. It's like ice physics every level. It makes it hard to hit the badniks, which is ever more evident because of it being the main mechanic, the focus of the video game. You have to go out of your way to destroy the badniks, to collect the flickies, to get to the next stage. And everything feels frustrating because I can't hit the badniks, and then I have a hard time grabbing the daggum ring, And then, of course, I feel like I need the gold shield just to be able to defeat the badniks properly. It's frustrating.
All right.
For me, it's similar to Sketch, just minus any Saturn criticisms. Honestly, that's literally all it is. The fact that it's a isometric platform, which in my opinion were never really that good. The hit detection can be weird, or collision rather. In my opinion, I really don't see the point of collecting all the Chaos Emeralds because they don't really seem to do much for you. Why do you need the Chaos Emeralds to fight Botnik? You don't turn supersonic or anything like that. Especially as for the stages, I'm not really up for the whole concept of finding flickies, And I don't find it to be as interesting. It would have been cool if you collected flickies, but you did it in a way that would work for Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really play this game like a Sonic game. It's more like just Flicky, the original Flicky game, put it in an isometric view, put Sonic as the main character. That's it.
Sonic Bird Hunter, the game.
That it is.
All right, now it's my turn for my final thoughts on Sonic 3D Blast. Yeah, as Kev stated, the soundtrack is actually really, really, really good. As I said it before, it's my favorite Sonic game ever made out there. But I'm not going to try
sad.
to be. Shut up. But my one thing I really, really do love about Sonic 3D Blast that I really didn't I didn't say it at all, but I really, really do enjoy, the scenery of the game. Almost every stage that has some kind of form of life in it looks really nice. The game looks really nice and comfortable. It gives me a warm, cuddly feeling inside. Minus Sonic's stupid grins that he gives in almost every scene and every introduction part he's part of. But aside from that, the bosses range from easy to difficult. The boss influx is actually really good. The special stages are disgustingly easy. However, if managed incorrectly, they can give you quite a bit of challenge. And overall, Sonic 3D Blast is not that bad of a game. It's a good one, though the concept of the game and the design of it is in question. So overall, I give it a play. Genesis version, Sega Saturn version, yes. PC version, stay away. Special stages suck.
Yeah, I mean, the PC version is okay for playing if you're not gonna do the special stages.
How are you gonna get the good ending then?
Who cares?
Yes, watch this Let's Play. I'll show you how to get the good ending.
Seriously, the good ending's not worth it. I mean, there's no Supersonic or anything. So literally, the PC port is only good if if that's the only way you could play it. At this point, I don't see it being the only way you could play it, but if you have a copy of it buried somewhere, then it's only okay to play without doing special stages.
Yeah. Doing this game without special stages is tremendously better. If you remove the flickies, this game is a lot more bearable. Like I said in one of the previous parts, there is a raw method that lets you play the game without the flickies, and if you collect the Chaos Emeralds, you get to play as Super Sonic. It'll be in the comment section when this video goes up if you guys are looking for it.
Yeah, it'll be in the comment section. I'm not really one for promoting ROM hacks, so...
It's an interesting experiment.
I mean, granted, I should have promoted Sonic 2 XL for the Sonic 2 Let's Play.
Yeah, right. So my next game will be my next game is actually gonna be the last Sega Genesis game I do for a while. Is Toy Story.
Wait, just Toy Story?
Yep.
Okay.
Why Toy Story?
Well, and we're gonna sign off here. So good night, everybody.
See you all later.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.